Please be seated. Welcome to this 2018-2019 Illinois Institute of Technology hooding ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce our University Provost, Professor Peter Kilpatrick, to the stage.
Well, what an exciting day for all of the graduates, all of the parents, all of the family members of these graduates, all of the faculty advisors, and everyone who made a real sacrifice so that these men and women could be here today receiving the Ph.D. degree. I want to especially call out everyone who contributed to make their life a little more manageable in this time while they were pursuing a Ph.D., which requires a lot of sacrifice. It requires perseverance, resourcefulness, creativity, innovation, diligence, my favorite one, delayed gratification, and commitment. It seems like only yesterday when I was doing that to pursue my Ph.D. So I know how much effort and sometimes heartache and commitment really went into what these men and women did. So I want to especially congratulate them for that. The world really needs new graduates right now with creativity and with new thinking to tackle the challenges that we face as a society and as a world. Challenges like sustainability, income inequality, equity and justice for all, and the application of all the disciplines that are represented here today: technology, engineering, science, design, architecture, human sciences, and business to really transform our world and transform our society. You graduates are ideally suited now with your education and with the virtue that you exemplified in pursuing your Ph.D. to contribute to finding those solutions that the world so desperately needs. Your time here at the Illinois Institute of Technology has hopefully been one of transformation for you, intellectual transformation, social transformation, and hopefully personal transformation. And my wish and my hope for you is that you know and that you appreciate the role that your colleagues played, your classmates, your family and friends, your professors and your mentors and your advisors, and really everyone who had a role in that transformation. What the world needs most now is the knowledge that we are all in this thing we call planet Earth together, that everyone is our neighbor, and that we all owe each other and every person on this planet the bond of solidarity that comes from being members of the human family. So my wish going forward for you today is that you understand all that and that you live it out. And if you do, I know you'll make us immensely proud here at IIT. So congratulations, graduates.
I'm going to give you a presentation, PhD graduates, and there absolutely will not be a test. I hope this is the last time that you have to pay such attention to a presentation during your career here at IIT, because if not, something's gone wrong. Now, there should be a pertinent question for you right now, and that pertinent question is, why are you wearing this? Why are you wearing these robes? Why are you wearing that hat? Why are you going to be given a hood anyway? What is the point of this? Well, frankly, it's because we told you to. Partly, it's because it's a meaningful occasion, right? It's also a celebration. It's a party, and it's a fancy dress party, and this is the attire. Related to that is rites of passage become particularly meaningful if there's an expectation that is set up and then met. You live the moment, it becomes a real moment that's indelible and hopefully precious in your memories. And in case there's any question as to why you're here doing this today, I fully support that it is meaningful and important to your family and your friends who are supporting you, but this is for you. This moment is in celebration of you, and it's something that gets to be shared with the rest of us. But why this particular regalia? Well, in the best traditions of 21st century explanations, reasons. We'll get to those reasons momentarily. But lastly, just as I said again, all of this building across history to this moment to be something precious for you. So why the robes? Well, don't get too exercised if the mention of religion kind of fills you with a desire to be exercised. This is history. And historically, intellectual pursuits were very often associated with religious orders of one form or another across a whole variety of cultures. And for some reason, religious institutions choose to wear, well, we can call them robes or we can call them dresses. Whatever they are, they're terribly comfortable. They're simple, but they're also authoritative, is part of the reason for that. And part of that authority is reflected in the choice of headwear. The headwear is supposed to draw attention to the fact that you have one, and that it's valuable, and that lots of valuable stuff has gone into that head. It's also a symbol of authority, but it's also to draw attention to the fact that you have studied, and that you have accomplished a particular standard of study. But why is it flat on top? And why is it shaped like this for some people? And why is it a square for others? Well, there is a number of explanations in the literature or the interwebs. Some of it is supposed to be related to a particular college, Merton College, Oxford, established sometime around the 13th century. And its original buildings were organized into what became a theme for schools and universities, actually worldwide, as having this central courtyard at some point. And it's called the Mob Squad because the young boys who were institutionalized here were not exactly well behaved going from one class to another. They were a mob as they ran from one building to another for their classes. And so the idea of this square being institutionalized at the point of graduation, yeah, I'm not buying it either. I don't agree. So what else is it? There was this idea that upon graduation, the graduates would demonstrate that they have acquired the knowledge of books, and therefore they would tie a stack of books on top of their heads. And after a while, everyone agreed that that was inconvenient and just squashed it down to a square. I'm not so sure about that either, because it's called a mortarboard. Maybe it's called a mortarboard because it resembles a mortarboard, and those other etymologies are completely legitimate. Maybe it's called a mortarboard for another reason. I just want to ask you a question, and feel free to speak up, but it is basically a rhetorical question. Have you ever watched a bricklayer go about their business or a plasterer go about their business? There's a really distinct difference between someone who really knows their trade and someone who's starting out. Do you know what I mean? So, Ph.D. graduates, when you started your career as a Ph.D. student, when you were introduced to your supervisor and getting to know the tools of the trades and the practices of the trade, did you ever have an experience where they demonstrated their expertise in some calculation, some derivation, or some practical skill that left you going, what kind of arcane magic did you just pull? Did you have that kind of experience? Well, that is Kung Fu. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that quite carefully, but just briefly, the Shaolin forms, those monks there in their nice low stance, is not any more superior than Kung Fu Panda in this particular instance. And there's a reason, and it's related to mastery. And I draw attention to Kung Fu Panda. I'm not saying that's you. But mastering something with your own style, with your own spin, is possibly the definition of a PhD student. Becoming the world's greatest expert on this little narrow section of knowledge, or very large section of knowledge, depending on whether or not you need the boost or if you need the hubris to be brought down. But here's what I mean. Kung Fu, in the etymology of the language, a merit master. Someone who is a master of something, and as in you watch them in the practice of their discipline and you go, whoa, that kind of mastery tends to only come about through an unbelievable amount of hard work and practice, a phenomenal amount of hard work and practice. And some of you have realized where I'm going with this already. A merit master is somebody who is meritorious of being called a master because of not just the skill they show, but because of the hard work. It's been said to me every once in a while in academia that a lot of the success is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. And I think that you will also reflect upon that for yourselves. But what I'm saying here is the hat is symbolic of the hard work and the labor that you have put into becoming a highly accomplished intellectual and expert in your field. So well done. That's you. That's you. That's not you. Why the regalia? I asked this question repeatedly. Well, it's because basically not only were you told to wear this, but at some point in the history, I'm not going to read this text. You read that text. I'm going to talk to you, and you can read the text. At some point in our history, we've been told to dress according to our station, according to our place in society. Yes, the religious orders absolutely was the origin of the robes and so on, and then that becomes codified into law. So if you see the highlights I have there for the sciences, crafts, mysteries, or arts, that seems to really describe what we're about as an academic institution. And here it is in the Greenwich Decree of 1563, when Queen Elizabeth I decides that everybody needs to know their place because they're really fed up with commoners learning the law and enforcing their legal rights. Therefore, that was a little bit of sarcasm, by the way. Therefore, it is time for everybody to dress according to their station. And you people who are intellectuals, well, you've already got your robes, so we're going to mention you first. Well, there was another aspect to this. Every profession, but also every class, every station in life, whether or not you were the Lord of the Glen, which is basically a lord of a patch of grass, through to the king, has certain rights to wear certain valuable materials, gems, and so on, which was meticulously and harshly enforced if you didn't follow the dress code, which is maybe part of the reason why there's remnants of that left in our society now. And people got really good at obeying the letter of the law, but not necessarily the spirit of it. And therefore, the regalia becomes more and more fancy while still following the strict laws that were laid down. Maybe this is an encouragement for us to remember how important it is to dress for success. It shouldn't define who you are on the inside, but it certainly conveys to your professional colleagues, those people who become your clients, how seriously you take yourself. I would take that as your takeaway from this. But let's now progress to what I'm sure you're going to be relieved to know is the downward slope and acceleration towards the end of this little talk. That is the hood. This is not some kind of superhero that we're going to discuss. But the hood you will soon be wearing looks a lot more like a scarf. And we're all wearing it around our neck rather than, I'm not going to put mine on. I don't need that right now. But the hood, again, like the hat, is supposed to convey intellectual authority and power. It is related to the mysteries. Every once in a while, I get asked what I do for a living, and if I'm feeling like I want a lively discussion, I'll tell them that I'm a sorcerer. Doctor of Philosophy and Sorcery, philosophy and sorcery, actually have similar roots in history. So the hood is not only that symbol of authority and knowledge, but it is also an indication that you've been inducted into a particular order, into an order, into the not so secret anymore, secret society of academia. The hood and the hooding ceremony is a process by which your supervisors and those that have gone before you have a moment of public privacy with you and share that moment of celebrating your achievement as they symbolically induct you into the academy, which I think is somewhat precious, to say the least. So, welcome to the Jedi Order of Space Wizards? No. Welcome to the academy. Welcome to this ceremony celebrating you and your achievements. Well done. I call to the podium Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, Professor Christopher White.
Congratulations to all the candidates. This is the business aspect of the program. We will have each of the candidates come up one by one with their advisor. Few notes to the candidates. You have cards. Make sure you hand me the card so that I might read your name to the audience and you can be recognized. After I've read your name, please proceed to the center of the stage where the hood can be placed upon your head and a photograph taken. After the hood has been put on upon you and you've had the photograph taken, please exit the stage, and then the next candidate will be brought forth. So, first student, please. We will be doing the College of Architecture to begin with. The student's name, Daniel Joseph Whitaker. Thesis advisor, Michelangelo Sabatino. Next, Stewart School of Business. Shang-Si Lee. Advisor, Li Kai. Xiao Hao Li. Advisor, Ricky Cooper. Miao Miao Pan. Thesis advisor, Ricky Cooper. Jun Ki Chan. Advisor, Ricky Cooper. Jingxi Zhang. Advisor, Li Kai. Tian Yu Zhao. Advisor, Yiwei Fang. Leopoldo Sandejas Zaragoza. Advisor, Marvin Rossi. We are now doing Armour College. Student's name, Yuxing He. Advisor, Georgia Papavasilio. Nagar Sadagipor. Advisor, Kenneth Tischauer. Xiao Chun Shu. Advisor, Kenneth Tischauer. Olobasami Adeodu. Advisor, Donald Chiolewski. Sadike Samadi. Advisor, Ali Chinar. Konstantin Teletsky. Advisor is Jay Schieber. Jin Cheng. Advisor, Donald Chmielewski. Augusto Alves de Carvalho. Advisor, David Arditi. Abbas Devani. Advisor, David Arditi. Naima Gudarzi. Advisor, Jeff Budeman. Nicholas R. Wozniak. Advisor, David Arditi. Sheng Jiang. Advisor, Kenneth Knoll. Afshin Zarai. Advisor, Mary Mindores. Haoran Zhao. Advisor, Brent Stevens. Yagub Al-Sharif. Advisor, Zui Li. Oriole Caudavella Torres. Advisor, Jovan Brankov. Yanjun Feng. Advisor, Ian Brown. Win Long Gong. Advisor, Mohammed Shahidapur. Albert Juan Ramon. Advisor, Miles Wernick. Carmen Caterina Lazaro Martinez. Advisor, Erdal Aruklu. Shua Li. Advisor, Thomas Wong. Yanlin Li. Advisor, Thomas Wong. Mungyi Lu. Advisor, Jui Li. Frances Masanis Bassi. Advisor, Jovan Brankov. Hiva Nasiri. Advisor, Mohammed Shahidapur. Did you give me a card? Second advisor, Shay Bahamarid. Yui Nie. Advisor, Ian Brown. Celine Yaman. Advisor, Mahesh Krishnamurthy. Iwin Yao. Advisor, Jui Lee. Meng Zhao. Advisors, Zui Lee and Mohammed Shahidapur. Chuan Zhao. Advisor, Mohammed Shahidapur. Ning Zhou. Advisor, Thomas Wang. Vahid Alizadeh Yazdi. Advisor, Matthew Spenko. Maziar Ashuri. Advisor, Leon Shaw. Shanshu Cheng. Advisor, Leon Shaw. Zhao Ding. Advisor, Leon Shaw. Guillermo Dianas Arana. Advisor, Matthew Spenko. Chin Ran He. Advisor, Leon Shaw. Kathy Ho. Advisor, Philip Nash. Yosef Kanani. Advisor, Samantha Achari. Ruhala Parvizi. Advisor, Sabana Dada Baryu. We'll now be doing Lewis College of Human Sciences. Michael A. Benada. Advisor, Carly Kusarik. Jennifer Rose Bailey. Advisor, Michael Young. Taylor M. Dreher. Advisor, Joyce Hopkins. Christopher Hake. Advisor, Nicole Ditchman. Leah Hecht. Advisor, Alyssa Hotmat. Megan Elizabeth James. Advisor, Michael Young. Kimberly A. McHugh. Advisor, Michael Young. Rodney Vallejo. Advisor, George Langlois. College of Science, beginning College of Science. Shibi Fan. Advisor, Tamaz Belecki. Xiao Huang. Advisor, Tamaz Belecki. Yusi Zhang. Advisor, Tamaz Belecki. Daniel Reba. Advisor, Oscar Juarez. Yuku Sun. Advisor, Jean-Francois Pombert. Jingbai Li. Advisor, Carlos Segre. Ilahe Oazen. Advisor, Carlos Segre. Golbarge Mohammadi Ruz Bahani. Advisor, Jean-Luc Ayutu. Sayamak Shokri. Advisor, Jean-Luc Ayutu. Bing Xia. Advisor, David Min. Unjiu Shu. Advisor, Adam Hock. Bahari Sadat Arab. Advisor, Loris Glavic. Chunkwei Guo. Advisor, Shangping Ren. Janir Kamurlu. Advisor, Mustafa Biljik. Antonios Kugas. Advisor, Kyle Hale. Praneet Tota. Advisor, Shangping Ren. Raham Abdurrahman Alamandi. Advisor, Norm Letterman. Jeanette Bartley. Advisor, Judith Letterman. Shavila Devi. Advisors, Norman Letterman and Fred Hickernell. James Kedvesh. Advisor, Norman Letterman. Don M. LaPrette. Advisor, Norm Letterman. Christy Lee Peterson. Advisor, Rayana Popovic. Catherine Mary Roop. Advisor, Judith Lutterman. Nicole Nayu. Advisor, Linda Spensoris. Amy M. Rice. Advisor, Jeff Wereshinsky. Pranava Teja Sarakuchi. Advisor, Bryce Littlejohn. Xianyi Zhang. Advisor, Bryce Littlejohn. We'll give them a second to take their seats. As a concluding remark, what I would like to simply say is that this is not the end, but rather just another beginning. It feels like just yesterday when I received my Ph.D., and I didn't quite know what would be before me, but it's been an amazing adventure, and I very sincerely hope that for you, this will be the beginning of an amazing adventure, and please, go change the world. I want to give a special thanks to all the family who have supported these scholars throughout their years of study. Without your support, it would have been much more difficult for them to achieve their accomplishments that they've demonstrated today. So let's give a round of applause to the families. I would also like to invite everybody to a light reception, which will be served just outside the doors of the auditorium. However, before you leave, would you please allow for the stage party to recess? So as soon as we've gone up through the aisle, then please join us in a reception and a celebration of the accomplishments that these wonderful scholars have demonstrated. Thank you.